We are live backstage, 10-man jam. It's a pleasure to be sitting with Louisiana-born, beard-wearing, rising star country music, Jordan Davis. Welcome back to Houston, man.
Thank you, man. Good to be back.
So now you get to pick what we talk about first, music or life?
We can talk about music first.
All right, cool, man. So it's been a great year. Your debut album, Home State, is fantastic, and you had your first #1 with Singles You Up.
Yeah.
How has this year tested your patience?
Oh, man. This is the most I've traveled ever. I mean, just, kind of in and out of airports, in and out of buses. So, I mean, it's definitely, makes you think twice about, if this is for you. I know for sure. But, man, it has. It's been the best year. I mean, it's been the music's been great, and the #1 was awesome. But, yeah, I would have to say that the patience got tested on some of that travel.
Well, it's like hurry up and wait.
Pretty much. I mean, yeah, you kind of get there and then you kind of sit around for a lot, But, and I'm an early riser, so I wake up at like 8 o'clock, and sometimes we don't go on till like 10:30. So, I mean, it's a lot of wait time. You got to sneak some naps in there.
Oh, for sure. Now, you said kind of test if this is for you or not. What do you think?
Oh, no, it's definitely for me. It's just sometimes you're like, man, I would so much rather be in my bed than in a bus bunk that feels like a coffin sometimes.
Oh, I bet.
But yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
So it's refreshing to know that you helped write every song in the album, including your new single, Take It From Me. It's headed for #1. The video has 2 million views already.
Yeah.
How does that number sit with you when you think 2 million people have sat there and watched your music video?
Man, I was fired up about that one, man. I kind of had a hand in kind of the making of that one. So it's cool to see it kind of connect and people like it. So that's a lot of people. I wonder how many of those liked it, though. No, but I mean, like, that's a big number. But I try to kind of not get too caught up in all that stuff. So just kind of write songs and hope they like them.
So how is have you already started working on the sophomore album yet?
Yeah, we've got a few songs that we've written that we're really fired up about, and a couple songs that didn't make Home State that we were really excited about that I think are gonna find a home on the second album.
My favorite song from the album was "Leaving New Orleans."
Yeah,
there was something about it, man. I don't know if it was like it sounded so personal and real. Not that they don't, all of them don't have that,
Yeah.
but that one in particular, you could almost hear your true experience with that.
Yeah, man, that was that's probably my favorite song I've ever written. Being from Louisiana, proud Louisianian, and New Orleans is one of my favorite places in the world, man. I met my wife in New Orleans, and just have a lot of memories of that place. So kind of when I think about it, I think that in writing that song, all that stuff kind of comes flushing back to you. So there's a lot of real life experience in that one.
Now next month you hit the road, Old Dominion, Morgan Evans, Mitchell Tenpenny, such a great lineup.
Yeah.
How much do you like being on stage performing? Because we saw you at Cook Off, man, and you could tell you had a good time.
Yeah.
How much do you love it?
Man, it's what's crazy is like I never moved to Nashville with the hopes of being on stage and doing that, but. I played one show, and man, my uncle always says, "Man, you got bit," and I haven't been able to shake it, man. I love it. I guess one of the most fun things about it is making the show better, and getting in the rehearsal room and getting with the guys and trying to put together a better show. So it is, man. It's a rush. It's second to none.
Do you have any pre-performance rituals that you go through before the show?
I usually drink some whiskey. There's a couple shots of whiskey in there. Other than that, man, just kind of getting ready and getting ready in Jack Daniels.
Yeah, loosen up just a little bit, right?
There it is.
I feel it. Now, so moving on to life stuff. So growing up in Louisiana, what was most likely to be seen on the dinner table, gumbo or red beans and rice?
Oh, red beans and rice. My mom makes incredible red beans and rice. She makes a good gumbo too, but I would go to friends' houses for gumbo, but I would go home for red beans and rice.
I love it. So what are your thoughts on crawfish?
Oh, I love it, man. You can't be from Louisiana and not love it, I think, though, crawfish is good, but, it's just something to do while you're drinking beer, really.
It's got to get crazy with that beard, though, man.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of stuff that gets caught in here. Not as bad as barbecue, though.
Oh, the sauce dripping.
Oh, man. It's rough.
And brisket kind of breaks down in little pieces, too, so you could maybe have a little piece caught in there.
I know. You might not find that thing till, Tuesday or something.
So how much partying have you done in New Orleans?
A lot. I saw LSU win a national championship in New Orleans, and I'm surprised I made it that night.
Any hand grenades?
Yeah, I've had one, and that's all that you should ever have.
I was about to ask you, how many is too many?
One for the rest of your life.
And they guard that recipe like it's got the Holy Scroll in there or something, man.
Man, it's delicious. It's a ton of sugar, so it's sweet, and then and it takes forever to hit you. So you're like, when you're halfway through the second one, you're too far gone. So.
Oh yeah, man. When I've only had one experience on Bourbon Street, in time in my life. I don't know what took me so long to go, but yeah, the hand grenades. I think I had 2.5 after
Oh,
I got to the third one. I was like, I don't know if I need the rest of this one.
I'm telling you, man, it's that's a dangerous drink.
And the drinks to go in New Orleans, that's amazing.
Yeah, you can just walk out, and this is a funny story. I got in trouble in Nashville because, like, Broadway has that kind of Bourbon Street vibe to it, you know, like just line of bars, and I walked out of one of the Broadway bars and just was carrying my drink, and this cop comes running up. He's like, "Dude, what are you doing, man?" Like, I was like, "Oh God," I thought I was flashing back to New Orleans. In New Orleans, you could do that though. Like, you leave one bar, carry your drink into the next, and keep it going.
Yeah,
so.
I remember the morning we woke up. I was a little hungover, and I thought to myself, you know what? I'm gonna wait till I start drinking. We started walking towards Cafe Du Monde, and there was a walk-up Bloody Mary bar.
Yeah, man.
And I was like, all right, I guess
It's
I'll start
everywhere.
now.
That's it, dude. I mean, Louisiana, we can do some drinking down there.
Real quick, I know are you the oldest of your siblings?
No, I got an older brother and a younger sister.
So do they have as much facial hair as you?
My sister doesn't. But my brother, he could grow a pretty good beard. His is like blonde, so like it'll never look this full. But he's got a pretty good beard on him. He's got like the long like hair. Like my hair just gets weird if it gets long. So I guess, like, I don't know, we didn't get. So he got the long shaggy hair, and I got like the long facial hair.
Do you remember what you look like without the beard?
I don't. It's been so long, man. It's been like 5 years. But I did. I mean, it was. What's funny is I met my wife the day before I shaved I started growing my beard out. Was the day I met my wife. So she met me when I was clean shaven and had like a shaved head. So. She probably remembers.
Hey, she stuck around.
She stuck around, man. She's putting up with it. So.
Well, that's awesome, man. We can't wait to see you on stage tonight. Thank you for being here. It's all for the Lone Survivor Foundation, and it's a gift to the city. Thank you for being here again. Can't wait to see you on stage tonight.
Absolutely. Thank y'all for having me.
Yes, sir.